Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel. We are back reacting to another trailer. This is another one that dropped during the Super Bowl. This is the official teaser trailer for The Rings of Power, the Lord of the Rings show that's coming at the end of the year. If you're curious, I reacted to the previous title trailer, like where they just showed how they made the title of the show with it's all practical stuff, which is really cool, where they were like pouring metal into some molds and things like that. That was super dope. Other than shows like the Obi-Wan series, this is probably like my #1 show that I'm anticipating coming this year. It is reportedly the most expensive TV show ever made, so hopefully that spells some good things at least, and it appears from everything they've put out so far before this teaser, it looks like they're putting a lot of effort into the show. Like they actually care about the show, about the lore. They want to make things right. They want to do it practically. So that is a good sign. I know this show is set like 2,000 years before the Lord of the Rings. It's set kind of like when the Rings of Power were being made, like a little bit before, during, and after, following the forging of the rings and how it affects the people that receive them, I believe, is what has been put out. So I'm super pumped to see the official teaser. I can't wait for them to release like a full-blown, like official 2-minute, 3-minute trailer, but this 1-minute teaser is probably going to get us hyped. As soon as it started to come on, I was watching the Super Bowl. As soon as I realized what it might be, the first like 2-3 seconds of the trailer, I was like, oh, literally left the room. I was like, I cannot watch this. I have to watch it for the channel. But we are here now, and I've been talking too much. So before we jump into this trailer, please leave a like on the video. That means a lot to me, helps my channel out a lot with the algorithm. If you are new here or find yourself coming back often, hit subscribe and ring the bell to be notified when I upload, especially if you are interested in seeing reactions to the Lord of the Rings TV series. And then if you want to support me even further, consider checking out my Patreon. On my Patreon, you can do things like vote in polls for what shows I watch next. You get full uncut reactions for everything I watch on the channel, and you can get featured in every single one of my videos. But other than that, let's jump into this teaser.
Haven't you ever wondered what else is out there?
Fancy city.
In this world, beyond our wandering.
Those are like two-legged mooses.
I can feel it.
She looks like Tumnus from Chronicles of Narnia. Yo, is that Galadriel? That's dope. For the Fellowship. Catches that arrow like Captain America caught his hammer in First Avengers. That's what it reminds me of. That looks dope. That horse riding scene looks legit. There's probably so many things that I didn't understand watching that. Okay, yeah, so didn't give away a lot. I think this was kind of just a trailer to like hype us up a bit and show us like, yo, this is a real thing. Like, we actually filmed this. I think we saw Galadriel, possibly. She was like climbing an ice wall, and she had cool, what are those hand things called? Not gauntlets, because those are, or braziers or whatever they're called, but the pauldrons are shoulders, whatever the metal gloves. Those look dope. She looks cool. I think that was Galadriel, at least, from the cast image that I have seen released. Lots of sprawling vistas. That first city looks really cool. That looks dope. What else? Some two-legged moose. Kind of just looks like, I don't know what if those are just regular people or like what those guys are. But they are walking around and they got like antlers. Maybe they killed some antlered animals and those are their take-home prizes. We got a little girl that looks like Mr. Tumnus from Chronicles of Narnia. We get a guy on a raft in the water. Some elf catches an arrow, kind of how Thor and Captain America caught their hammer and their shield in that one scene from Avengers, the first Avengers movie. There's someone that's watching that knows what I'm talking about, where they're like, that just cool. It's just cool showing off different elements. The scene, Galadriel riding a horse, like full speed. I think that's Galadriel. That looks really cool. Probably going into a battle right there. There's a dwarf. Is that one of the dwarves? There's like the dwarf princess or whatever. And then a few more dwarves at the end. And then someone holding hands with someone. And that's pretty much it. Just lots of hype images. Not much story details. It's kind of just like, before all the stuff that you love and got hyped about before, comes this story. This is how the world became what it became. And I'm really excited to dive into it, especially because I haven't read the Silmarillion, because I've heard it's essentially just like a giant textbook, and I don't want to read that. So I've read the actual Lord of the Rings, like the book, but I have not read the Silmarillion. I read The Hobbit too, but I'm not trying to read that textbook, if you know what I'm saying. So this show will probably be the first instances that I'm experiencing the actual details of that era and like the story of that era. Well, I guess I kind of experienced a little bit of it, just a tiny bit, because I played the like Shadow of Mordor games, where they touch on different things, and like Celebrimbor is a character that's like brought into that, and it touches on a few things, but I don't know if those are those aren't considered like canon at all. Like they just took liberties with the story, and things were changed, I think. But it's, loosely what happened. Some of what happened. I know Celebrimbor is an actual character, right? And was he the one that like actually forged the rings, like most of them? I could super be wrong. But we'll see. And as expected, looking at the comments, there's a whole lot of buttholes. Man, if you guys thought the Wheel of Time, some of the Wheel of Time fans were buttholes, it's looking like this is gonna be worse. Just the top like 65, like literally every single comment on the actual trailer posted is just a copy and paste of the same exact thing, saying evil cannot create anything new, they can only corrupt and ruin good forces have invented or made. Quote from J.R.R. Tolkien. So what I'm getting is there's a whole lot of buttholes that are probably mad because there's not white people in this show. I've seen some of those takes before I watched this, that a lot of people are upset. A lot of racists are upset. Let me be clear. A lot of racists are upset that there's people that are not white in this show, which is stupid. And they think that this show is gonna suck because there's people of color in it. And this seems to be a coordinated thing that they did, where they just spammed the same comment on every single thing. That's so annoying. People, watch the show before you make an opinion like this. You're so stupid. If you're one of those people, if you're watching my video reacting to this, if you're one of those people that just is the type of person that just spams that comment, you're a butthole. And I hope nothing good happens in your life. I hope when the Obi-Wan trailer drops that you don't have internet. I hope your life sucks. And it clearly does if you're the type of person that's commenting this. Man, I'm really excited for this show, and seeing those comments just ruins a lot of, it makes discourse talking about nerdy things a lot less fun when there's buttholes like that. Sorry. That's just my opinion on those people. Yeah, those are my thoughts on this. I'm excited for it. It looks fun. And I hope people aren't upset. One thing I want to remind people that I feel like there's going to be a lot of people that are like, oh, they're deviating from the source material. So what? It's an adaptation. You know, the Lord of the Rings trilogy, the movies deviated a ton from the books. Like from the book that was written from J.R. Tolkien, the Peter Jackson films deviated a ton, and those films are masterpieces. So how about you take your dumb opinions and shove them all the way up your butt? You guys suck. But I'm excited for this. Let me know what you guys think, as long as you're nice about it. If you liked my reaction, please leave a like on the video. That means a ton to me. If you are new here, consider subscribing and ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then again, if you want to support me even further, consider checking out my Patreon. It is linked in the description. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.